Wales. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer of O'Donnell Advisory.
So Phil, tell us about your transition to the broker world and what attracted you to the space.
Well, I guess I was at Aviva for 19 years. I had a fantastic time there. Ended up running all of the intermediated business for Aviva. Got a fantastic team around me. But I guess probably like most people, I had a little reflection during the pandemic and thought, what do I want to do for the next 3, 4, 5 years? And I think I just attracted the idea of a new challenge and utilising the things that I'd learned, picked up, and the relationships that I have in a different environment. So it was really just it was seeking a bit of excitement and seeking something a bit different, seeking a new canvas to draw on, I guess. So yeah, but it's been brilliant. I've loved coming over. It's been very exciting, very different. It's nice to be challenged at this stage of my career and do something new.
Tell us about your role now at O'Donnell. What does it involve, and what are the plans for the business over the next year?
It's pretty broad brush. I mean, O'Donnell Advisory it's got 4 different trading platforms. It's got Towergate Insurance Broking, Ethos Broking, the networks, Bravo Networks, and Health and Protection business. My job is to sort of sit across over all of those and look for one, manage the insurer relationships that we have, the partnerships that we have with a lot of the insurers that are here today. Secondly, it's looking at M&A activities. So we're obviously an acquisitive company, and we look to buy high quality brokers and service providers. And the third part is running the network. So it's always been very close to my heart having 700 independent brokers within Bravo Networks and helping them to run their businesses a little bit better and stay independent. That's a key part of what I do, so I really enjoy that.
What do you see as the biggest challenges for brokers in the year ahead, and how can they be addressed?
Well, I think there's loads of challenges. I think for everyone, whether you're a broker or a consumer or government, or it's a challenging time. We've got a number of different things all hitting us at the same time. I suspect, the implications of the Ukraine war. I mean, obviously it's worrying on a personal level, but it's you look at the impact it's having on the global economy. You look at the inflation that it's let loose, and I think. Shortage of key raw materials, shortage of labour. These are all things that we perhaps couldn't have envisaged a couple of years ago, and yet the knock-on impacts of the pandemic and then now the Ukraine war have sort of moved us off the normal business cycle. So I think the challenge for brokers is the same challenge for everyone: is how do you adapt to those changes in circumstances? How do you look after your staff? How do you look after your business partners? And how do you continue to thrive in what is a challenging economic environment? We could well have a recession this time next year, and we know that has an impact on insurance use and the insurance market, so that's something that we're starting to look and prepare for.
And you've also been keen to emphasise the idea of an insurance community as well. Tell us what you mean by that and what you're hoping to achieve through collective action.
Yeah, well, the lovely thing about insurance, it is a community actually. You only have to come to OBB and you see people doing all sorts of different things. You've got the insurers, you've got brokers, you've got all sorts of service providers, software houses, claims companies, PR companies. It's an ecosystem of sort of codependence between the different players. And I think there is also, without a doubt, an undercurrent of high quality relationships and hopefully a bit of fun, involved. I think Beaver encapsulates all of those things. But I do think, as much as possible, we have to focus on helping society address its issues, helping businesses manage the risk, and there's more risk now than there has been for probably most of my adult life. So, it's coming together and doing the right thing for people across the business. Sometimes we have to be more than the sum of the parts, and I think Beaver's a great example of that. But we need to take that outside in some of the ways that we challenge some of those things that are affecting people's day-to-day lives at the moment.